A lot of blue skies out there today and a lot of heat as well. We've seen the hottest day of the year so far today already across much of the area. Right now, Lincoln at 89 degrees, 88 still in Grand Island, and in Hastings, O'Neill even up to 82 degrees. We do see some clouds as we look off towards the south here from the Hastings sky view, and some there up there in O'Neill as well. We've had some thunderstorms starting to develop off towards the south and west. We'll get to the radar here in just a moment. Current temperatures across the state pushing 90 degrees in many areas. Some places have already hit it. Hill City did get to 91. Now they've backed off a little bit. You can see a little bit of a cooler spot here in some of the colors there south of McCook. There were some thunderstorms there earlier. Like I said, we'll get to that in just a moment. But overall, very warm temperatures, a very nice Easter Sunday indeed. Looking through future temperatures, though, we are going to be seeing our lows drop back into the 50s to low 60s in some places tonight. And then as we head into the day tomorrow, we're going to be warm again. And you can sort of tell by some of these yellower colors here off towards the north. Maybe some showers are going to be coming through. We'll take a look at Futurecast in a couple minutes as well. But things get a little bit complicated as we get towards the Tuesday time frame. We start off around 60 degrees for a low, and then we've got a low pressure system, cold front, warm front. All that's going to be coming into play as we head into the afternoon Tuesdays. This is about 5 o'clock. We see we've got 80s, according to this model, in the Tri-Cities area. Just to Broken Bow, though, it's 30 degrees colder, so less than 50 to 100 miles or so. There's going to be a sharp gradient in those temperatures, which is honestly causing a headache for the forecast. But notice here in parts of like St. Paul area and Howard County versus Sherman County, there's going to be a very dramatic difference in the temperature, probably by about 20 degrees across a 30-mile distance. So it's going to be a bit of a difficult tell of whether or not we're going to be on the warm side of things or the cold side of things. We notice we've got even 40s off towards the Sandhills there. Now, current conditions, we've got very dry conditions across the entire state still, so we need that moisture we'll get with some potential rain in the next couple of days. But this is leading to some fire danger across parts of the area. So we've got fire weather warnings across parts of our southern viewing area tonight until 8 o'clock. And then for tomorrow, we've got a watch out for most of the Sandhills off towards the South Dakota border in our northern viewing area. Now for the interesting stuff. We've actually had a couple of thunderstorms today, one of which was severe just to the south of McCook down here. So we look here, we've got this line of some clouds across the area. There's some agitated cumulus clouds that have been starting to get just a little bit of moisture in them. Like we saw, it's very dry across this area, so there's not a lot of fuel of the rain for these thunderstorms. But still here in Overland, Kansas, we've had a couple of reports of some very strong winds. So this was a report of 68-mile-per-hour winds. That one just came through. I'll have to check that one out in just a little bit. But we've got this other weak thunderstorm heading from Frontier County into parts of Gosper County. So we can see the lightning is sort of a tell of the strength of the thunderstorm at least, and that has dramatically decreased over the last couple of minutes or so here. So we've got some small chances of pop-up thunder showers today, so we'll keep an eye on that. But it was a pretty breezy thunderstorm earlier. Now, as we head through Monday into Tuesday, we're going to be looking at another chance for some light thunder showers like this into the evening and overnight hours. But Tuesday is when everything really starts to ramp up. So we notice we've got a little bit more rain across the area, across the border to our north. But then we've got a lot of sunshine coming through here in the afternoon on Tuesday. So as we saw, we've got those warm temperatures in the 80s ahead of the front. That could spawn off some thunderstorms, and at least on this model, it's a low-resolution model, so you can't see where the actual thunderstorm is. But this indicates we could have some convection, could have some thunderstorms with that moving off towards eastern Nebraska through the evening on Tuesday. So this might be our first severe weather day that we'll have of the year so far. And then on the backside, this model's putting some snow into that as well. This model tends to be a bit cold. It might be overdoing that snow, but the temperatures are going to be cold and pretty close to that territory that we could be seeing frozen precipitation out there. Then into Thursday, we should begin to clear things out. In the meantime, low temperatures tonight, they're going to be into the 50s across most of the area. Back to the 80s tomorrow afternoon. Going to be nice and warm across much of the area. Upper 80s out there towards the west, and we could see some of these numbers actually overshoot, get a little bit warmer than that even. So Tuesday I've got 74, but like I just said, it could be anywhere from 60s to 80s on Tuesday, just depending on where you are relative to the front. So that number has a big asterisk on it. Then as we head through the rest of the week, we'll eventually balance back out into the upper 60s. We'll be right back.